Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 3 of my Sunderland FIFA 14 Next Gen Career Mode. We start off with our first friendly match in the pre-season and we win 3-0. Fantastic effort from the boys to start off on a positive note, but more so I'm happy about giving some experience to younger players like Januzaj and Jonathan Dos Santos, who we just signed very recently, just in time to play our first friendly. But right now, we're trying to sell Phil Bardsley. Southampton comes up next with an offer. First up, previous episode, West Ham were actually trying to get him, but we probably counted for a bit much. So they didn't want to spend that much on him. But Southampton, I think that'll be a great fit for him. And with selling him, hopefully, and we do have more funds than that, so we can sign, I really want to sign Cavander ahead of Vanderveer because he's a bit younger, so he has more, he can have a longer spell at the team if we keep him for a long period of time. And we're signing him for cheaper, so I thought it was the ideal signing as we accept for Bardsley. So, yeah, it should be going through that deal. But hopefully, Cavander, we can get a good deal for him and get him for okay price. 6 million will be the offer, I would imagine. So, right now, we're going to check out our sole player in our U squad right now is Andy Humphreys. He's got a very good potential from 80 to 94. Hopefully, he can hold that for quite some time. And he's only 15, so we don't have to sign him yet. I'll show you when it's the right time, a bit into next year. And yeah, that will come in the future, but for now I'm going to focus on results, and later I'll be focusing on what to do with youth players. I really want to make some good signings, which I actually have done, and I don't want to make the mistake of just focusing on these scouts. Youth scouts, don't waste too many money on them. Right now, Adam Johnson is another transfer target from Hannover 96. I was thinking twice about him, to be honest. Honestly, I wouldn't want to sign him, or I wouldn't want to sell him, sorry. He's a very good player, good dribbler, good pace, and I thought he'll be a key player for us, especially if he get crosses in for Josie Altidore. But if he leaves, we might have to look for another signing, and right there, we put in a very good defensive performance against Sassuolo, the Italian team. We didn't score, but it was good to get a clean sheet. You got to be happy with that. Victor Fisher, we got him on the scout report, but PSG just recently got him, so unrealistic transfer. Gregory Vanderveer right there, I was really tossing up between him or Cavander, but I really like Cavander, so he's going to be the one I'm going to make the offer for, more so because he's just cheaper. That's pretty much it, and probably more realistic. But saying that, I might sign another guy from PSG, just got to wait and see. But right now, from the physiotherapist, someone is injured, and also Bardsley has officially moved to Southampton for just under $1 million, so I'm happy with that. And now we can go on to sign another player. That's what we needed. I had the money, but we just needed to free up that space in our squad because we were full. So Cavander, when he sold, straight away went to him, put the 6 million, what they wanted. His value is 6 million, so it's perfect. Perfect for him. Exactly his value. That's not too bad if you ask me. So hopefully we can pick him up for that price and it will seem like a good deal. So we get another monthly scouting update. Well, it's our first one, to be honest. Kulai is going to go out to West Ham. Don't really see him have a future at the team. Got to get rid of him. Might sign another centre back in the future. Just got to see what happens. But right now we pick up an amazing Brazilian youth player, Diego Pereira. Hopefully he can develop well. He's got that decent potential up to 94. So who knows how good he can become. We've got AS Roma as a final friendly match to round off the preseason. So hopefully we can finish it on a positive note. And also Zidane's son we scouted right there, Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Allen Zidane Fernandez is his whole name, and I don't think he's a decent player. Oh yeah, he may be a decent player. I don't think he's an amazing player in FIFA. I think he has decent potential. I'm not really sure. Hopefully he does. He may be glitched in the game because he is Zidane's son, but who knows. Montoya, good right back, but we're already making the move for a right back. But Montoya actually was very good, but he is very good. I used him at Barcelona, of course. Very pacey, but of course I want to go for another signing, Cavander. I did sign Cavander in FIFA 13 career mode and was good for me, so I thought I should pick him up again and should be a similar player for me. And a crucial first team player, no doubt. He's going to come in straight away to that right back position. He's going to be a first team player right away. Crucial first team, playing every game, I would hope. So right now, Hannover 96 have offered 6.5 million. Honestly, that I didn't think I could get an amazing player for that amount, so I upped it to 8.5. And if that does accept, I would think that's a good deal. As I said, originally I wouldn't want to sell Adam Johnson, but 8.5 million, if that gets accepted, that would be very good. So after that, I was looking at some other options. The options I wanted aren't really available right now, especially Yohan Iturbe. Iturbe is a very, very good young player. The next Messi, he's a very similar player to Messi. Obviously not as good, but he's a good young prospect, so I probably have to look to someone else. So here, I wasn't going to delete the instruction. Pacey and Dribbler, you would expect that would find wingers anyway, but I want to make sure and actually just choose it on a winger. And hopefully, if we do sell Adam Johnson, we can go sign someone else, or I may look to another signing, because we did sign Januzaj. He's a winger anyway. He could be the replacement, potentially, yeah. So what do we do here? 3-2 win against Roma. That is insane, with Januzaj, Dos Santos, and Adam Johnson scoring just before he may potentially leave. That may convince Hannover 96 to accept it. Who knows? Yeah, I was happy with that, because 8.5 million, if that does get accepted, we could probably sign a decent player. Just got to see how that pans out. We're scouting some players here, just heaps of players on our list there. But yeah, it's really insane how much players we're getting. It's a lot. I know it's a lot, but you need a lot, to be honest. Marco Verratti, I really want to sign him. He's a very, very good player, but I think PSG will be hard to get him for amazing attributes, and I believe he has insanely high potential as well in the high 80s. That would be crazy to pick him up. He's an exciting prospect. Just, yeah, by saying that, that means he has high potential. I'm not sure exactly what it means, but yeah, he should. That means he should have good potential, I would imagine. So if we could sign him, will be good, especially if Adam Johnson accepts here to Hannover 96, and they do accept that offer for 8.5 million, which I think was a very good amount to sell Adam Johnson for. And then that will allow us to sign Marco Verratti coming up right now, so that's good. Gregory Vanderveer, of course, we're not going to sign him. We're going to sign Cavanda, but yeah, I guess we're not going to sell him, or he's not going to be on our books anymore, because we have Cavanda, and it's not really realistic to sign Van der Veer as well. We don't need two high-quality right-backs. So Cavanda hopefully will come in with the second contract offer. So PSG said they want 12 million for Verratti. I don't know. I don't think it was worth that much. I wanted to offer a bit less, and you'll see that very, very soon. Adam Johnson, I just really wanted to focus on that for a little bit, because it was key. I had to think what I was going to do there, but then I just realized I can sign up Verratti, because we do have Januzaj, who we just recently signed, but hopefully he'll be good enough. And of course, the money didn't actually go through right now, so I could only offer 9 million, and I think, yeah, I put it down to 8 million actually, so we'll see what kind of response we get from that, and if PSG will lower their expectations on what they want for the player himself. So right now we're setting up the team. Giaccherini seems like a decent player, our best player in terms of rating at least. And of course, yeah, he could play left midfield, but I believe he's right-footed, so that means he can play on the right as well. So yeah, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't say they can play that position, if they have the attributes to play a position, yeah, you can put him in. So now they said they wanted 9 million. So maybe that was a blessing in disguise. I could only offer 8 million, because then they'll offer a bit less, because he's only a squad rotation player, which is good to pick him up for, because of course, that's what I like to exploit. Once a young player comes up, he's like in that between stage. Like he goes out from being a future prospect, but into a squad rotation, because when he's a squad rotation, they're more willing to accept. So sometimes you have to wait for that with a young player. Wait until he's on a contract of a squad rotation player, not a future prospect, because when they're a future prospect, they want more money. But when they're not a first-team player, then they're just on the squad rotation, you can kind of exploit that and get him for a decent fee, like I have done, hopefully, for the young prospect in Marco Verratti. But it still remains to be seen if the offers are going to be accepted, and the contract, obviously, it'll have to be a good contract we do offer him, because who would want to leave from PSG to Sunderland? So you just got to see what happens with that. Cavanda joins, and as Adam Johnson departs to Hannover 96 for 8.5 million, as I said, that was an insane offer for me. Like, I had to accept that. Good countering by me. Leave your thoughts on my countering for Adam Johnson. Did I do it perfectly? To me, I did it perfectly to get that much for him. But yeah, leave your thoughts on it. A lot of players here. We have our first league match coming soon. They'll be coming in the next episode. Sorry if I don't have a game yet, but yeah, whatever. I like to show a lot of off-field stuff, and hopefully the majority like that with my transfers and whatnot, because I find the off-field stuff very important, as Adnan Januzaj wants to be played in the first game of the season. He's been playing well in the previous games, so I'm going to round this episode off with a squad report, I'm sure, but I'm just checking out some other stuff right here, the transfer negotiations, to make sure the offer for Verratti is still in progress, because sometimes they can just mysteriously stop for whatever reason, has previously for me anyway. But here, just going to show you some improvements, if any. There won't be too much, because it's just the start of the season, but Jack Colback is improving. He can be a decent player. Like, again, Jack Colback, he can only play left back, it says, but he's also got decent attributes for a midfielder, like centre midfielder. Even though it doesn't say he can play there, if he has the attributes, he can. And look at that. Charis Mavrias, he can be a replacement for Adam Johnson. That's why I really wanted to focus on him for a bit, because he can play wide on both sides. Perfect 4-star weak foot. he can come in and give him experience. And yeah, we should be able to cope with the loss of Adam Johnson. And Key, he's improving. If he does well for me, I might want to sign him from Swansea. Leave your thoughts. If he does do well for me, do you think it will be worth signing him for a couple million? Depends how much he's valued at the time. Jonathan Dos Santos recently signed him, and yeah, that's why I signed Verratti as well. We only have one centre defensive midfielder in Lee Catamol, who's actually a pretty good. He's not an amazing player, but he's good at his role for the team. He can win the ball back, and I'm going to show you some instances. He's a really amazing tackler, especially on the slide tackle. Even though he does have a tendency to pick up some cards, that's going to be a concern. But if I tackle well, it shouldn't be a worry. It's all up to my ability. But also Craig Gardner, he can play right back and centre mid, and he's got amazing long shot. He's got a long shot trait and like 86 long shots, a long shot taker. So I might try some on with that, and he can still increase. He's got a bit more potential than his current overall. Ji Dong-won, I was trying to sell him as well. We've got some other prospects in the team. Also Andrea Desena, he was at Liverpool, so he's played in the Premier League before, so he could be a good player. Hopefully he hasn't got amazing pace. He's getting older, so he's lost that pace. Right now, he's just a backup for that left back or left midfield position from Giaccherini, who's at left mid, and Colback, who's at left back, who's got a good form right now. So leave Colback. Leave your thoughts on him. I think he's a decent player for left back. He's got decent work rates as well. Hopefully he can be a good player. Leave your thoughts on the whole team. And also, I really want to be interactive as well. Drop in your comments. Who do you think is the best starting 11? I would really like to see that in this formation. I am going to be using this formation. To me, it's like a defensive 4-3-3. The wingers are pushed back a bit more, so it's great. And I'm going to be playing on counter-attack, custom tactic. But maybe in a few years, or 2 seasons maybe, when I build up my quality, I might change it from counter-attacking to possession. And when I do have the quality to maintain the possession, I'll try and maintain that. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did, and I'll see you guys next time.